About disconnection, see, people when economy was running well, businesses were running well, families were complaining that we are disconnected, there's no time for each other. Now 6 weeks is not going to disconnect you from the world. It's a good time to connect with families, the friends and everything. Anyway, we are connected, so connected with, social media and so many other ways. Anytime you can pick up a phone or send a message, we are connected. Even people who are working in the same offices were sending emails to each other, they were not talking to each other, so nothing has changed for them in many ways. So let's not exaggerate that disconnection. But is there a concern, a serious concern, not a joke? This is not going to be a joke. I am not saying this is not of any great consequence, it is. But at the same time, tell me, would we have, as human beings, as societies, as nations, always all of us trying to be do better than others, would we have stopped and looked at how to redirect the economy? We would not have done, till a major disaster happens. I would say this is a soft disaster. Unfortunately, over 250,000 people have died. But if climate change disasters happen, much more will die. So instead of that, this is a soft one, this is the time that we need to restructure our businesses, restructure the way we run the economy. What is success itself, we need to redefine. For example, in the last 50 years, from 1970, 60% of the vertebrate population has disappeared. There are many explanations being given, accusations being made about where the virus came from, how it happened and all this. But the fundamental simple thing, see, yourself also, I'm saying both of you are outside the country or you're in India and he's in UK, right?
So I'm in Manchester
Yes.
and Mahavir is in India.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Jaipur, yeah.
Don't tell me you're a United fan or something.
I'm sorry, I
Man
can't
City
disclose my team affiliation because Danny's one of my best friends.
Okay, that's a good one. The thing is, see, why is it that many Indians have gone out? Because there was no opportunity here, so they've gone out and thrived all over the world. Similarly, any life will do the same thing. I'm speaking for the virus because virus is also a life. We cannot be alive without microbes and pathogens within our body. Without bacteria and virus, we cannot be alive. This one virus is right now causing trouble, so we think virus is our enemy. No, virus is also life. They were doing fine among the animals, especially among other mammals in the animal kingdom, but the vertebrate population has gone down 60% since 1970. And the way the population is going down, what it means is, for the virus, there is no habitat. It has to jump somewhere. So it found us somehow. Whether it jumped in a marketplace or a laboratory, whatever, this is a debate, we do not know what the answers are for this. But it has jumped one way or the other, and this is not the first time it's jumped. Many times these things have happened. When the Spanish flu happened, over 50 million people died. In India, 12 to 17 million people died. That's not a small number. When the world's population was just 2 billion people, 50 million people died. So right now, 250,000 people have died, and especially in a time like this where our ability to travel is quite limitless, every day people are flying all over the world. In spite of that, it is pretty good because our awareness, our medical systems, everything is way better. So we can make this disaster, we can make this virus situation into a minor aberration in our life rather than making it into a major calamity, if only we conduct this properly. About fear. Fear means, you must understand this, about what may happen tomorrow. So essentially what is happening is, right now there is a challenging time in front of us, true, really challenging times like never before for our generation of people. This is the most challenging times we are facing. When there is a challenge in front of you, you must be at your best. This is the most important thing. When there is a challenge in front of you, your competence becomes the most important thing that you need to do. Tell me, when you're in fear, are you very competent? No. The basic faculties will be lost. You will become debilitated with fear. So, what is the logic behind this? The thing is just this, whenever there is a challenge in front of you, your own intelligence turns against you. Right now, let's not decide what to do tomorrow because we still do not know how the virus will play out. We do not know. Everybody is making their own guesses, but nobody… I'm listening to all the scientific stuff that's going on in the world, what doctors are saying, politicians are saying, economists are saying, but the clear picture is this: we really do not know how things will be in another 2 months' time. Nobody knows for sure how it's going to play out. People are saying it's already mutated into 10 different forms, whether it'll respond to the vaccine, how many 10 vaccines for 7.6 billion people, when will you give that vaccine? These are not practical things, anything that's being spoken. So we have to wait. When we wait, the best thing to do is right now to upgrade ourselves. Upgrading ourselves means our physiological capabilities, physically we must become fitter. In the next 1 month, all of you Thai people set this up, the next 1 month, you must be at least 10% fitter than what you are right now physically. Mentally, you must be 10% sharper, I can give you tools for this. And emotionally, you must be at least 10% more balanced. Energetically, you must be at least 10% more effervescent. All these things will be most vital when you have to step out and face that new situation that we have still not figured. Let us not assume this will happen, that will happen, because we don't know what will happen. How many of us will be wiped out? How many of us will be here? How many businesses will be gone? What will be relevant, what will be not relevant? We have no clear picture, only guesswork is going on. So using our imagination, we are causing fear. Instead of that, this time around, let's invest it upon ourselves to make ourselves into more competent, more balanced and better human beings. That's the only way you can face